Why did I retie my hair? Okay, I was gonna start from the very beginning with a full-on story, but I decided that's just a bit too much. I decided to retie my hair after 2019 when I cut my hair off and started to go natural all over again. And I just got tired of combing my hair. That is the bottom line, like outright truth. I got tired of combing it. It's simple. I didn't want to wear braids anymore either. I didn't want to pay to cover my hair. I didn't want to sit and have to style my hair on my own. I did not want any more of those 2, 3, 4 hour days of just doing my hair. I didn't want to wear rollers for 36 freaking hours. It's okay to get one hairstyle and all for it to be gone by the next week. I didn't want to sit and twist my hair through 5 million shows just to make sure that I was decent for work the next day. Like, no, I got tired of it. So I decided I'm gonna go and get me some Microlocs. I had been looking at the Sisterlocks. I had been looking at the Microlocs for a pretty long time, and I just wouldn't do it. I just wouldn't do it. I don't know what I was afraid of. I don't know. Freedom. The freedom that I have right now. One weekend, my sister was here and she was helping me take down some Senegalese twists. Needless to say, I decided that after that weekend of me taking out those Senegalese twists that I was done. I was done. Our conversation kind of went like this. Sis, if you want me to do them for you, you know, I'll do it. For real? Girl, for real? Yeah, I'll do it. I'm telling you, I'll do it. Girl, yeah. And it was history. It was over. I was like, girl, I'd rather pay you than to pay them. Because, you know what I'm saying? You gonna do a dang good job. Hello, somebody. How many of y'all gonna witness that my sister did a doggone good job doing my hair? She wanted to do it the next day. That following weekend, she came back. And that's when the 41 hours kicked in. Bruh. Now, we did not know it was going to take that long. Oh, my goodness. We didn't know. However, comma, period, and all of those good things. We made it. Make it last forever and ever. We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. And next month, can y'all believe that? Can y'all believe that? Next month is going to be 1 year. 1 full-on year, bruh. Somebody wake me up. A year of me being Microlocked. I don't believe it. I can't believe it. I don't know who did that. I don't know who that is. I don't know who Microlocked for a year. It's not me. It's somebody else. No, it's me. I'm loving this. I just want to get that out of the way, kind of tell everybody, because when I did the poll, most people want to know, you know, how to retie. I bet y'all thought I was going to say something else, didn't you? But there was some other people that still want to know why I decided to actually, you know, Microlock. So I figured, why not give both of you guys what you asked for? That way the video can just, you know, flow. Because how to retie is going to be so simple. My sister's so good with it at this point where, baby, she going to show you how to retie. And she going to take and she going to twist that hair around that little thing like this. And show you how to make it all neat. Like she going to do her thug thizzle. Let's get to the video, y'all. Watch my sister do her thug thizzle. Do not forget to go back and watch my Microlock wash and moisture routine. You can also go back and look at my full Microlock video playlist if you don't know the whole journey. But yeah, don't forget to go back and watch that. And if you are curious, if you're here for more than just locks and you like when I do my makeup too, because I got to bring you something in between the time when I'm not actually, you know, getting my hair locked or getting my hair styled and give you something else. So that's where the makeup comes in. So, all right, y'all, let's get into this.
So remember, y'all know how we start. I always feel a lot. Feel it to make sure it's tight all the way through. She got some budding right here, y'all. Bam.
What?
Her baby ones are locking. All right, so we about to start this thing. In this video, we're going to show y'all how we do the 4-point. All right? Remember, always look for your Y. You don't see that Y when you go up, down, side to side. What's it? North, south, east, or west. If you don't see your Y, you're going to create one. But most of the time, you'll see your Y from where you left off. So we're going to start this way. So what I'm doing right now, guys, is the pull down method that I do on the locks, because it was tight, but it was one little section that was a little soft. You know, we don't like soft.
Nope.
Soft, I feel like get thin, you know, get thin and pop. So we're gonna pull it down and make sure it's tight all the way through.
Have any of y'all experienced that? Thinning locks? Y'all know what to do when y'all have thinning locks.
And when we say thin, we mean like your lock is like loose like this in sections. This is when I pull it down, when I have sections of my lock that's soft. You could also take the needle through here and do that. I don't like that. Me personally, I feel like it makes the lock shorter. So I just pull it down and pull from my root. Yeah, no crochet needles, the little skinny ones they have what? Single, double, and 3 of them on there. Yeah, you could use those to start to attach locks, to fix locks. I think those are pretty cool because like you could do so much with those little locks. I think they just these Microlocs are too small for those though, in my opinion, to do this. It's either good to do the pull down method or the 4-point method from right where the hole is at. When you get ready to retie, ooh, you need a comb or brush. No, I'm just playing. Now you're gonna need a locking tool. This is the one that we like to use. I don't know if you can see that. It looks like this. It's a limit your local hair stores. I like to use the smallest one. You need clamps to hold the hair up out the way. You can use clamps, you can use rubber bands. I like to use clamps because I feel like rubber bands put a little too much tension on the hair sometimes. Also, like, yeah, you probably want to get you don't already have like a secondary mirror, like a mirror for the seat in the front and the back and the side of your head. Yeah, a tripod mirror. You want something like that. So that way you can see every angle. You want to at least have your hair washed and conditioned, lightly moisturized. If you like me, grease scalp. You know what I'm saying?
That blue magic.
Some blue magic.
Run up these stairs for this damn blue magic. That's my hint. I forgot the blue magic, y'all.
That's pretty much it. Like, we don't use too much. If you doing your retie for the very first time on your own hair, it's gonna take some time. Don't rush it, because if you rush it, you're gonna regret it later. I would say I'm doing her hair, and it took me the very first time about 24 hours altogether to do her actual retie on her first retie. That's with me doing it. So if it took me 24 hours for 300 plus locks, just know that it's going to take you some time. And also, like, now when I say take your time, if you got your hair section it off very well to where you can actually see the lock. You don't want no extra hairs in that lock. So if you need to clip it here and clip it on that side, do that so you only have hair right here. And then another thing, when you start your retie, you want to take this hair and pull down. Like, you don't want no extra strings hanging out all around. You want to pull this down, because if it's bunched up, it's gonna look like that. So I take my tool and I do this to make sure it's combed out, it's combed through like that. I'll show you from the bottom. So just take your needle and pull down, and you're gonna push this down so you feel that tightness. And yep, and that's how you know it's ready to start your locking. I'll show you the difference what I mean by doing this versus not doing this, okay? Most reties, if you're doing a 4-point, go this way, up, that way, and then down. Just know that when you do your first retie, your hair grows different in different areas, and you're not gonna always end up on a 4-point. You ain't do nothing wrong, it's just your hair grows different. Right now, I can put my whole finger under here. I might get to this top middle section and can't even get my finger through it. Or I'll be able to put 2 fingers in between, depending on how the hair grows. So always remember that once you start doing your retie, you're not going to end up where you left from your first install or even your second and third retie. And especially if you got to start by doing that pull down method, it might look like this here. When you need a retie, by the time you pull it down, it might be this much need to be done.
We showed that.
I think it's first retie. The first and second retie, I believe we had.
Yeah, y'all go back and look at that video.
Yeah, go look at that video. And I'm probably going to be able to give y'all another example on this lock right here. We ain't there yet, but once we get there, I'll show you guys exactly what I mean. Oh, one more thing. For first retie, look. Y'all see these little buds at the end like this? Please do not pull them off. This is another thing, y'all. You're going to have loose hair around your locks. That is normal. Nothing's wrong with that. Some people like the fuzzy look. Some people don't. So for us, sis, we really don't like the fuzzy look. So we take we take this hair. There's a few things you can do with this hair. Because it's shorter, I just wrap this hair like you wrap a full lock. But when it's long strings, I'll show you in another section. I take the long strings and I take it and I plait it within this. Like, I use this as the middle, and I take the 2 skinny pieces and I plait it all the way down to the ends of the lock. That's what I do for the long strings that comes out. I don't even know how they come out, but you're gonna have a few strings in here in your locks that look like they never got inside the lock. And like, how in the world you miss that hair? Right? It just happens. Yeah, you're gonna find out. If you don't know now, you will know later. You're gonna learn. But so in this case, we just take the hair right here and I wrap it. But I'm not going to do it yet until after I lock. I only do it after I do the retie. Once I retie this one, then I go ahead and polish up the lock itself all the way down from the ends. And this is the little hair in here. 4-point. This is how it should look, okay? I wrap the end of mine like that so I don't lose it because I dropped this thing a million times. All right, so you go in this way. If you're going to start going in, going to your left, pulling from your right to your left, the next one, you need to go down from underneath and come up out. All right, pull it all the way through. And then you go here, come from left to right. You're going to see your Y. This is what you look for. This Y. I don't know if you can see it, but there. And you pull through. And as I'm pulling through, I'm pulling this down. It's not here. You pull down. This is what locks it in. And then the next one, from the top to underneath here. You can see it's going through. Pull all the way to the end. Pull it out. Same thing. Right to left. Look for your Y. Under. Up. South to north. West to east. And north to south. Boom. Bam. There's your lock. Now, I actually have room to make one more if I wanted to.
Which way should she go?
You're going to keep going the same way that you started. So if you want your lock to stay like this, you can. If not, you want to make it nice and crisp to the root.
Crispy parts.
You're going to put it again. And there you have it. So now you got 1, 2, and 3 locks. Freshly locked. Don't look at this little hair now. This little baby hair. She want me to cut it off. Okay? You're going to cut that off. But yeah, we got, this is the 3. And there you have your locks. Best time to do a retie, in my opinion, is when you put your whole finger tip under it. I wouldn't suggest waiting too much longer than this, especially if your locks are smaller. You're going to have a whole bunch of marrying. Marrying is when these 2 locks connect together. When the baby hairs that's starting to grow in, new hairs, start connecting with the hairs in another lock, and you got to pull them things apart. Sometimes it's painful for you. I suggest, depending on how fast your hair grows, 6 to 8 weeks, sometimes 4 weeks. Some people hair grow like water. All I do is I pull real tight, not from her root, just the hair around the lock. Pull this tight, wrap it around the lock without twisting the lock. Just twisting the hair around it and twist tight. So this is after. You don't really see too many flurries versus the one I didn't do it on. So I retied this one, but I didn't wrap the hair. You see how fuzzy it is compared to the one that's been wrapped. And this is what we like. It stretches the hair, it pulls the hair down, and it still have bounce. It's just more straighter than this one. Remember I was telling you guys about the holes and stuff like that? So this is the softness I'm talking about right here. All of this part of her lock is soft. And this is how it's supposed to be all the way down. Her end is tight. This is locked. This is button right here. You can see that. But this part is just really soft all the way through. So I'm going to show you guys how I do the pull down method, okay? To fix this right here, I start from at the top right here where it's the tightest of the locks up here. And I take it and I pull it down. It's stopping here. But when it stopped right there, we know we needed to go all the way down. So we go right up under there and pull all the way down. So you see it start bunching up right here. That's what you want. I'm going to go from top to bottom. And I'm just pull it down like that. All the way down. So top. I ain't going to say top. Like from the top, by the bottom of the top part where it's locked the most. And you pull down. You want to pull down to where it's tight. And you just keep doing that till you get all the way down. So this whole tight part becomes loose up here and not down here. So when I very first did her very first retie, I pretty much did this to each one of her locks. All of them didn't need it, but I just did it because I just didn't want it to come loose. So now that you see the bottom, it's now getting tight. So I can open it like this and all this is tight now. And this is how it should be. This is how it should look. Okay, and sometimes you have to fight with the lock because sometimes it be so tight you might not be able to get it through, but keep pushing, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it, and just keep pulling down like that. All right, so I'm almost down. So now you're gonna see pretty much the whole lock from the root all the way down to the ends. And now you'll see this almost doing a whole new lock. But it's worth it. So now she's free all the way here, and all this here is locked. So all this is open. This is what I meant earlier. She have a little bit of lint here. And that's it. But that's easy. I'll get that out. But here you go. You got this.
I always have lint back there.
So I pulled it down from the roots. It was just this much. All this is soft now, all the way down to here. And I'm gonna show you how tight it is. It's not opening up. So now this is the lock here. And then you just go ahead and start your 4-point method from there. From that point on. Another thing I didn't talk about is your parting. You want to try to keep your parts as neat as possible. That's for your grid purposes. So when you want to wear styles and you want your parts to be, you know, precise, just like it was when you first got them done, you want to keep that going with parting. Make sure you use your mirrors and try to get your parts as neat as you can. You're going to have some, I know you can't see this, but this is me trying to make the part and the lock, some of the hair attached to the other lock. So when I pull this right here to make sure it's good, this go here, this go here, you're gonna get this hair that's attached to this lock. And I talked about that in our last retie video, how you take that loose without popping it. But it is in our last video. And then so back to this one, you're just gonna take it, grab all the hair that goes in the lock, pull it down like this, keep the hair nice and stretched, and give it that precise, nice, neat look, lock look. Bam, and you start retying. Wrap them ends. You still want to find your Y even with all this hair out. You're gonna wrap your hair around your tool, pull it down, and look for your Y. I always start right to left. There's no Y. I always do that first because that's just the way I like to go until I find my Y. When I find my Y, that's when I go ahead and start locking. So my Y was my north to south. So now I'm back to my east to west, left to right. And remember, when the hair is long, pull it down before you start again. Oh, sorry. Let me see. So see how the hair is curling on the sides? When I say pull it down, I mean grab from the root, pull it down before you start your next point. Okay. Don't ask me why I started doing that. I just did it. In my mind, that was the neat way to do it. I don't know. That's just what I do. So grab all the hair in your hand, pull it through. You can barely see the Y here, but it's a little Y there. Okay, guys. And we locking, and we rolling, and we. I'm sorry. And you just do that until you get all the way to the root. Remember, when y'all pull down, make sure you're pulling it all the way to that part that's like at the bottom, to the base right here. When you're going through, pull all the way out. Okay, when you're going up, push it all the way to the root. So look, as I'm getting closer, guys, see how tight it look now? It's tight all the way through. It's no more open, no more gaps. This is what we want. And that's how you do it. That's how you lock it all the way through. And there you have it, locked. From top to bottom. Now hold back row. Done, son. Alright, y'all, this is it. We are done.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Retie number 7. She love her crispy parts.
I do.
It looks so pretty. Like, look how her lint, y'all. Look, how many inches y'all think it grew from day one?
Ooh, that's a good question. Because we did measure in that first DIY video. Ooh. Want to measure, Auntie?
Let's see. From here to here, we had a little bit over 7. Mind you, we started at 5 inches. She's at almost 8, 7.5 inches. It stops right here on the line. Bam, you see the little hair past my finger? Right there. And there you have it.
All right, y'all, this is it. This is the end of the video. I hope that you guys picked up something, learned something from Auntie on how to actually do interlocking on 4-point rotation, on 4C hair, and all that good stuff, especially if you're a beginner DIY. I know she's done a couple of these, but we tried to make this one as thorough as possible, and I feel like my voice is trying to leave me. So, as always, I thank my bestie for hooking me up. And
look, her hair is so pretty, y'all. I love it. Like, her hair is so pretty.
Tell her she need to do hers.
Man, look, you see these crochets right here? It takes me about an hour. If that long.
Oh my God, y'all.
I'm gonna do it. I promise I'm gonna do my hair. Oh, and I want to say this. Yes, guys, I am in Texas. I do travel, guys. So let me know if y'all want your hair done. Just let me know. Let us know, and we can set something up. You know, I don't mind. I talk to y'all about anything. So just, you know, subscribe, comment, like, share if y'all like this. If y'all have any more questions, please comment. We do answer. Okay.
Yep. Now go into that giveaway.
Yes. That what giveaway?
That 1K giveaway. Go into that 1K giveaway, baby.
Wind down with Leisha.
I'm super excited.
Let me tell y'all. I screamed so loud.
Yes, she did. She called me. I didn't even know what was going on. I was like, what's wrong? She's like, you're at 1K. I was like, and I was in public, so I couldn't say anything. I was just like,
I probably blew her eardrum. I screamed so loud, y'all. I was so excited. Because, you know, it's YouTube, people think that it's so simple, and it's a job. Like, it's a real job. And, like, I commend her and everybody else that do YouTube. Like, it's a lot that goes on with this. And to make it to 1K subscribe, like, it's just so, it feels so good. It's a big accomplishment, you know. So, I'm so proud of my best friend.
Thanks to her.
And we love y'all.
We're team.
We love y'all so much. Y'all just don't know how much y'all make our day. Yes. You think it's my channel, the way I be so excited. I be like,
it is.
But yeah. So please comment, like, subscribe, and share the videos. If y'all have any questions, please feel free to ask, because guess what? We gonna answer. You hear me? We got y'all. The LuvLees. And peace, we out.